You so much. Hey, we all know that sometimes the holidays can be a bit stressful. Sometimes yoga can be intimidating. But Anthony Williams is the co-owner of Radiant Soul Yoga Studio in Rochester, and he's joining us today to tell us a little bit more about how we can de-stress over the holidays. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
It's an honor to be here.
Oh, it is such an honor for us to have you in studio, because at home you can also join in. We're going to do some breathing techniques to maybe help us de-stress if you're having a stressful day, or if the weekend was stressful, or if Christmas shopping might stress you out a little bit, or Thanksgiving with the relatives might stress you out. We have some tips for you today. So first of all, tell us about your business.
Well, I have my wife and I, Andrea, we own a Radiant Soul Yoga Studio, and I mean, yoga has transformed my life, and one of my biggest pieces in all of this is helping as many people as I can, be well, live well.
Yeah.
And there's a big part of even just coming here now, I hear, oh, how do we de-stress during the holidays? How about de-stress for the rest of your life?
Sure.
And this is an everyday practice. This
Yeah.
is not just when things get hard, it's every day.
Yeah, proactive, so you don't become
preventative
stressed
maintenance, right? So we check into, how you're breathing, how you're moving, and I use that for my own personal practice. Started my business, been teaching yoga for about 17 years.
Okay.
And just love it.
And you're located in Northwest Rochester.
Mm-hmm. On 18th and 41st.
So do you have group fitness classes? How does it work?
Well, it's group class, yes. And the fitness aspect is funny because people, a lot of people think of yoga as fitness, and it is in a sense. It's great for the body.
Sure.
But the point is mental.
Yeah,
And
body and mind.
Yes. And let's just say mind and body.
Sure.
Because that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
Your body's just doing what your mind says.
So when you say it's transformed your life, how so?
Wow, I mean, we don't have time for all that, but I will say this, I started my life in my youth as alcohol and drugs and a lot of negative mindset, negative thinking, negative living, and started practicing yoga on a whim one day. I was bored at the gym and ended up in a yoga room, and
here you are.
On my back in Shavasana, or the final pose laying back, I realized it's like this clean slate clarity that I wanted to investigate, so I did.
So impressive.
Here I am.
So for folks that want to learn a little bit more about your business, you have a website they can go to, stop by. How does it work?
Yeah, Radiant Soul Yoga Studio, mn.com. And just stop on by. Generally the times with the schedule, if you look on the website, the time classes are the times we're there.
Okay.
So it's not like there's somebody at the door that's always open. I lock the doors once we do class because I'm teaching it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, stop on by. I'm there quite a bit, and we're always, all are welcome.
Okay. And before we get into our breathing techniques, you came from Germany. You grew up in Germany, and you're here in Rochester.
Yeah.
All right. How do you like Rochester?
I love it. I've been here for 20-something years now, so it's home. It's a nice foundation, a root place that I do call home, and consider myself a Rochesterite, if you will. But at the same time, it doesn't matter where you are on the planet. It's about where you are in your heart and mind. So.
Oh, wow. You're impressive. So impressive what you've done with your business and your mindset. Probably from yoga, I suppose.
Absolutely from yoga.
So what are we teaching our viewers at home here today?
Well, I was thinking, when you talked about a little bit of, the yoga poses, and literally it would take way more time than we have to even functionally work through poses.
Yes.
So I just thought I would share a little bit of breath work. And this is one of those pieces for most of us, the most counterintuitive thing that we do as humans is stop breathing when we need it most.
Okay.
So when we're exerted, right? When we're afraid, when we are hurting, we cut the breath. And so my challenge, or my practice rather, is to really be an advocate for the breath and help people understand that some of the simplest concepts will change your life.
Sure.
And that is deep breath, mindful thinking, drink water, and move your body.
Okay.
That's it. Outside of that, you can take the tools and pieces and parts that you want to, but those are the simple foundations of wellness.
Yeah, it's as easy as that, really.
It really is.
You just have to do it. You have to implement it. That's kind of the hard part, but it's not that hard once you get a rhythm and get going with it.
Yeah, it's a simple concept, and that's the part where it's like, it's simple but not easy because we're so conditioned.
Right.
To just do it this way, and I want this quick fix, I want this instant gratification, whereas this is a lifelong road of practice and wellness.
So deep breaths is something to stop, think, take a deep breath.
And it is said that, 50 conscious breaths a day can do more for your mind than any self-help book could do.
Yeah.
Just stop and count 50 breaths.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Those are simple tips. You can
Right.
do those right now if you're sitting on the couch watching Midwest Access right here.
Exactly.
All right, Anthony, thank you so much.